We're starting the Asia Champions League bracket for Southeast Asia. We have MYS from Malaysia against Secret Rare of Philippines. And again, we have Saberline or Shifu Band. I think that's going to be a common pattern coming down for the next few weeks. With a Dodrio Insta first pick. I mean, those are just the two best Pokemon. They have to be banned. That's not a surprise. And instant Snorlax again. I feel like Snorlax is going to turn into first pick at some point. Snorlax is so strong in these games. And very popular. Same for Scyther, Mew. Okay, Dodrio, Scyther, Mew. Looking very decent already. They just need some frontline now, maybe some supporting. I assume a Blissey, Aedigos, maybe a Mamoswine. Or a Slowbro could also be quite interesting. Secret Rare has 2 picks now, they need some carries. I could see a Delphox being decent here, but actually Delphox into Scyther is a bit difficult. And they pick Blissey. Double support Snorlax Serena. I really like the Slowbro now. Slowbro is going to be pretty good here into the Serena. I would recommend, yeah, I like that a lot. And a Clefable. I mean, they can't pick Blissey now, so heading into Clefable. Instead of Aedigos, that's fine. And Secret Rare might go for Venusaur last pick. Might as well right here, if you play this. I mean, I think Delphox, Venusaur, Greninja, okay, I mean, that could also be fine. I actually kind of like it. We see a Greninja. Sure. Rapid Fire Scarf on Serena. Anything else that's special? Attack rate must scope on the Greninja with X attack. Since he has 2 supports, Blissey, he's going for X attack. And otherwise, stuff looks quite normal. Mew on triple glasses, so it can see better where it's solar beaming. So you have Rebongs on Dodrio, Yemu on Scizor, or Scyther of course, Foxy on Mew, Froggy on Slowbro, Yang on Clefable, against Yeripsand on Blissey, Dan on Snorlax, Hard on Mai, Miva on Serena, and Shua playing the Greninja. Let's see how Team MYS is going to lane. Of course, they have Dodrio, Scyther, both want experience very fast. We want the dual wing beat very fast, and we also want, of course, Dodrio to head to level 5 fast. But Scyther is actually quite a good laner. Has very good early game. A lot of decent damage. So we have Clefairy and Scyther walking topside. On the other side, we have some jungle sharing for now. They're doing above as 2. Giving Serena some early experience to make sure that we get an early Serena evolution on level 6. Very, very fast. And our bot here, we have Mew and Shenzi. Mew has very low auto-take damage early game as well, and I think Mew is just looking maybe to stack or snipe this away. Doesn't have vision on it right now. And the Soul Beam is just a tiny bit too late. But he had to guess since he had no vision on it. This is why you always pull every white Pokemon into bushes, so the enemies actually can't see it. Now Miva with the red buff right here. They have to be careful, especially Yang. Could fall down pretty fast early game. Clefairy is very squishy Pokemon. So you should be a bit scared. But MRA is actually not jungle sharing at all. They just give everything to Dodrio to get to level 5 faster. And I assume you're going to see a Tri-Attack. We sadly haven't seen any Drill Peck in Asia yet, I think. It has only been Tri-Attack. The West, so Europe and North America, they do like Drill Peck right now too. But Asia so far has only played Tri-Attack. And there it is, the Tri-Attack. He's dumping into 3 already. Huge damage by Rebongs. Already good poke. And now he can maybe start looking for jungle invading. Dodrio, one of the best level 5 Pokemon as well. Tri-Attack and the boosted auto attack is so much damage. So he can just maybe look for stuff. And there we go, he's already going. And this could be first blood. Miva's dropping low, has the focus band. One boosted auto attack, but they can't quite follow. No, they're just living. There are 4 people in the enemy jungle right now. MYS is completely invading with 4 of their members. That is funny to see. And the buffs are both gone. And now they can still take their own jungle. But they're ganking top lane. And now they have to be careful. Sure. In a very bad position here. He only has X attack, remember. But he jukes around, has X attacks, activates it, maybe looking for some damage, but he goes down. First blood for Team MYS. After just going straight up back top lane. Straight up going back top lane. Was that a Draining Kiss or does he have Moonlight? No, no, he has Moonlight. Okay, yeah. Just a full support Clefable. Do we see Gravity maybe in this game? And could be another KO. Dan is going down and Scyther Yemu's gonna pick up this KO. He's gonna start stacking as well. 30 going, 26 going. MYS with great early game. Rebongs also just farming the jungle now again. And Froggy's trying to hold bot lane. And this Greninja is only level 6. He's only level 6. Has to be careful, doesn't even have Surf yet. Yeah, against Serena we might see a Gravity. I'm not a big Gravity fan, I think it's not that great anymore. Follow Me is actually quite decent, big shield. The stun is also not too bad. But Gravity against Serena and against Greninja are the only two carries right on the side of Secret Rare, so if you can Gravity with those two, you might have a very good time. Oh, Miva's gonna score 30 points, that's huge for Serena, getting level to level 7.5 now. But MYS is just straight up going for this Reggie, instantly on spawn. They're here to do it, but they don't have really good last hitting. I guess Solar Beam can be the secure, or Electro Ball, okay, boost outtake into Electro Ball. And now Secret Rare is in a very good position, Solar Beam hits 2, Snorlax and Mima dropping low, and Snorlax is the first one to fall. KO from you, and they're gonna start pushing this goal as well. 18 gold, 13 gold, but the Egg Bombs actually are buying some time. But in the end we have a 30-30 going in, 172 points already for MYS. And Secret Rare is going to pick up this Regieleki at least. It's not going to do too much. It's just going to get defended. And that's about it. The only thing Secret Rare can do right now is either farm or go for bottom goal, but we have a Slowbro. And I think they're not going to be able to kill the Slowbro at all. If Skite hits Serena Greninja, they have two physical-based carries. So, actually he has Surf. Sorry, he has Surf. Never mind, he doesn't have Skite. He has Surf. Actually, I would have liked to see a Skite this game, I'm going to be honest. I think Skite against Serena and Greninja would have been very, very sick, but Surf is obviously also decent. As soon as you get to Surf Plus, you stun so much. It's also quite neat. Miva now level 9.5. He's actually doing quite well, but Scythe, the highest level in the game, on level 10. Foxy might be caught off position, but I'm pretty sure he has Unite. He does have Unite, but he just gets away with Agility and Surf anyways. Totally fine. Not panicking at all, and just gets away. Level 9 for that Mew. Doju hitting level 10. Overall, the experience I think is still quite even. It's not that much of a lead for MYS. Hard on level 9.5 as well with the power swap. That's actually a huge mistake he does there. If you power swap, confuse the NDD, you do less damage now. You should always bonk it against the wall first and then power swap it afterwards. Because power swap and confusion does much less damage now. And we have a KO for a Secret Rare. Doju overextending. On top goal. Just gets caught off guard and wanted to stack. And gets punished for it. And that's going to be a 4v5 maybe. Doju can still make it there, but he needs some time. He does need some time. Power swap onto Slowbro, who's kind of stuck now. And there we go. They're diving in, but Serena just gets Slowbro Unite moved on the engage. Doju is flying in, knocking up 2-3. Scythe Unite is also activated, but he gets Serena stomped. Can he reactivate it? Is he still alive? He's still alive right now, but there he gets taken out by the first Surf. Surf reset doesn't quite get Mew because Mew goes into its Unite move. It's 2 KOs for the side of Secret Rare. 3 KOs for the title of Secret Rare. Make that 4. The gravity is not enough. Triple KO for Greninja. And Secret Rare comes back into this match. They're also going to score 40 and 38 points. Nice team fight by them. And Mew's also... They get 5 KOs. 5 KOs for Secret Rare on this bottom fight. And they also pick up Steel. Wonderful team fight by them. I thought this engage looked quite not too good, but... Oh, that's a 0 overcap, but they kind of just do it for the Regieleki. In case they do it now, open up the map a bit. They're not even going for it. Scyther kind of just got locked down by Serena and died. And now Secret Rare is just going for this. I like this a lot. Who cares about Regieleki? That's what I always say. Who cares about Regieleki when you can just do this? They just kill the goal. They score 100 points, and the Regieleki is just going to get defended. And then what? So, I like these plays much more. This is why, yeah, this objective doesn't really do too much. It's going to get defended in just a few seconds anyways. Good play by Secret Rare. I like it a lot. I like that a lot. Aware of that they can just do it. Rebong's going to score 4 more points. Not going to bet too much, but MYS is now looking for a bottom push themselves. And Secret Rare should be able to defend it quite easily though. If they make it there in time. No big deal, no big deal. 1 minute for Rayquaza to spawn. Game is still quite even, but Secret Rare has a decent experience lead now. Level 13 on Greninja, 12 on Serena Mime, 11 on Snorlax and Blissey, compared to 3 11s and 1 level 10 on MYS. Scyther is pretty much the carry right now. The other ones are decently behind. So if Scyther gets Serena Unite moved, it could be quite just instantly game over for the side of MYS. They have to be very careful that they can keep their Scyther alive. But Clefable just can't dive. That's the problem of Clefable right here. That's why I'd rather maybe see an Eldegoss, because Eldegoss can fly in with the team and land on your opponents, right? Clefable kind of just can't run into opponents like that. So if Doju dives in, Scyther dives in, Clefable can't really reach your carries. It's very difficult for Clefable to keep them alive unless you high roll a fly or something, but then as well, you're very squishy if you fly into the enemy team. Now the Rayquaza fight is happening, already engaging on Slowbro, heavy slam only has on Clefable, and Clefable is in a very bad position right here. Gets pushed into the Rayquaza pit, but not too much. Mew looking for Unite move right here, has to do it just to get away from Mime. Then landing a huge 4-man Snorlax Unite, knocking them up another time as well. Greninja Unite flies in, and Clefable is rolling a close combat. Unite move goes on to Clefable. Serena, not the parity target they want, but it's still good enough. Double KO for the Greninja. And now Slowbro's gonna get slowed by the boosted auto attacks of Greninja. He also goes down. 3 KOs for the side of Secret Rare. Man, what a huge Slowbro Unite move for the side of Secret Rare. Emo against Hard. Can he at least get this KO? No, he can't. The power stop is just too much. Reducing the damage of Scyther as well. Trying to buy more time for his team to respawn. Rayquaza's dropping low. They go for Foxy, so he can't steal it. Doju's still here. Can he get the Rayquaza summon? No, he can't. Secured by Greninja. And Secret Rare is going to take this first Rayquaza. They're going to look for their scores now. We have Miva just chasing down the Clefable. Danish is going to make its way through. He's going to score. Okay, they kind of messed up a bit, but it doesn't matter too much. Just make sure he gets his 100 in. Snorlax can just walk into the base anyways and score right here without any issues, so it doesn't really matter at all. Another 100 go in for Blissey too. And yeah, the Secret Rare, wonderful team fight of the Snorlax Unite, but there's still 2 people dead. 434 points. I'm not sure if that's 444 points. Can we come back from it? 40 seconds left to score more than 400 points. Could be quite difficult. But a wonderful engage by Snorlax, knocking up 4 people. And then again 3 Pokemon another time with his Unite move. They're gonna start scoring now, but Snorlax is just back right here and he's blocking them all away from the goal. Buying so much time, and he's also quite impossible to kill. Snorlax is so tanky late game, Mime Unite is still there, but they actually break the goal. And they got 1 KO. Secret Rare has to be careful a bit right here, but it's only 10 seconds left. And can they kill a Serena on the go? They actually might be able to. Slowbro! Unite is there, and now Greninja respawned. It's gonna be game. But actually, it could have been kind of scary. But Greninja respawned with the Unite move in time, and they just didn't have time left either. And Secret Rare is taking the first match of this best of 3. Nice play by them in the end. Struggled a bit early game, but came back with that bottom team fight. GG's. Draft number 2, this time against Sableye or Shifu Band. Mime first pick by MYS, so picking up a support early on. And Secret Rare again, picking up the Snorlax instantly and going for an Eldegoss. Foxy going for Mew again. I mean, he literally has Mew in his name, so I guess he's gonna play Mew whenever it's up. And Yumi going for the Scyther again. Or could we see a Blissey Eldegoss Venusaur? No, they might just go for Blissey again. I don't think so. Maybe not this time. Locking in a Dojo instead, and a Serena. So picking up the Dojo for them this time. Yang and Rebongs. Again, they kind of need some more frontline. Clefable, we're running it down with Clefable again. Oh no, wait. Guys, we have Blissey's open. Okay, there we go. Trinita Blissey. I don't know how much I like the Trinita here. But Rebong's going for it. Must have banned Rapid Fire Scarf on Tyranitar. I feel like they just have too many carries again. But honestly, it doesn't. I think it looks fine. Looks fine to me. What is Secret Rare gonna pick last here? Greninja again? Azumarill? Really? Okay, that's. I don't like Secret Rare's comp in this game. Now they have 4 melees into Tyranitar. I'm not a big fan. I for sure favor Teemo MRS much more now. They needed a range carry, for sure, to actually have a chance against Tyranitar to begin with. But we'll see, maybe they have a game plan. But I think now Tyranitar is just gonna absolutely run over this game in late game. I don't see how they ever kill Tyranitar. I don't see how they kill Tyranitar. So this game is on Rebongs. And Yang, especially not just Tyranitar, he also has a Blissey. And a Mr. Mime. So, this Tyranitar should be unkillable. Pretty much, unless he gets permanently blocked into a wall, maybe by Snorlax, but he has full heal. Smart enough to run full heal as well, so good choice there for the Tyranitar. I want to see what Secret Rare does here, because I don't really see what they can do, to be honest. We have Shua rocking to the jungle. We have Azumarill going bot lane. The Serena player going top lane with Snorlax. So we have a support. I mean, kind of defender. And they're going to the jungle again to pick up the red buff. Just like last game. And we have Yang on the Shenzi. Just looking for if Snorlax is invading, right? Snorlax is one of the Pokemon that invades. We have usually Snorlax, Aegislash, and Sableye are the invade Pokemon. So if you play against any of those, you kind of want to make sure your jungler doesn't get invaded. Those are like the main 3 subjects. Froggy already has the eject button away, gets pressured very hard by this Eldegoss. But it's totally fine. One of the very strong early game auto-attack damage coming off this Pokemon. And we have 2 to run towards bot, so he's going to try and score 10 points. Can he do it? Yes. If he just keeps on holding his button, at some point he should be able to score. And quick attacks back out. Makes it to safety. Now getting level 5. I assume another tri-attack. I don't see how they kill late game, but maybe this Azumarill is also just going to be very tanky with Serena. Maybe they also just don't die. There's the tri-attack. Rebong's going towards top with the Pupitar. And they're already getting jumped on. Has to be careful with the Dark Poets. Just to maybe get some of the Tarias. But Secret Rare is going to win this fight up here. And we have Mia walk back to the jungle. And now we can have Dodrio invading. This is also very scary for the Tyranitar though. But Shua is getting caught by the Mew. Almost Solar Beam or Electro Ball, but he can't reach it. Electro Ball is picked up. They're actually invading again. They're invading with Pupitar. Alright. Going for a 3-man invade again. Yemu's also joining the team. And they're looking for the Serena, make sure. But Serena already got level 6. So they're a bit late. They're going to steal a blue buff away. And Pupitar does recall and is going back to his own jungle now. They do get away with stealing the blue buff. And now going towards mid lane. And MYS has control for mid lane right now. We just have 25 points in game for me, but that's huge. That's also something you can do instead of going for mid. You can just score points if everyone is going for mid, right? It's a free 25 score. And now Miva's actually the highest level on the Serena. Looking for maybe be the carry again. Level 7. So going 5 mid lane might still not always be the right choice. I feel like just supports and tanks should go mid lane. And carries, I think, should still stay on lane, most of the time at least. Just support and tanks should help the jungler out, right? To maybe get some of the Atarias. And maybe also help them get out in case something bad happens. But you can't just leave a lane completely empty either. That's also quite bad. So Serena is very happy there, getting 25 points in. 66 points in total now for Secret Rare, only 5 for MYS. But I mean, that's not nothing. That says nothing about the game yet. It's very early on. And we have a full rotation to bot side, but Rebong still only level 7, so he's still very far away from the Tyranitar. I would not recommend him actually enjoying this fight at all. And Serena's just staying top lane. This is the good old T2 strategy from World Championship. Just let Serena be on an island, and let Serena get all the experience. That's exactly what Secret Rare is doing here. I actually kind of like it. Meanwhile, MYS is fully committing towards bot goal, towards bot objective for this Registeel. And if they lose this as well, this could just be a complete disaster. So Liam is there, though. I think it's okay. It's in time, but Scythe is going to pick it up, and Secret Rare is just pushing top side. They're just letting Serena farm as much as Serena can do, and turn her into this big carry for later on. Power swaps on the Scyther. Dan is trying to defend. Heavy Slam lands on one. Mio did use Unite move to dodge it, and gets out safely. So Serena's still just here, and he's just going to pressure the Pupitar at the goal. He has Unite move, so he can maybe look for a KO on Blissey if he wants to. And there we go. There's Unite move onto Blissey. Yang is dropping super low. One more stomp. And the auto-tech crit is be able to get this KO. And he's just being annoying. I think that's totally fine, just getting a KO right there. Maybe steal away the red buff as well, but looks like he's not overcommitting for it. No, he's not overcommitting for it. So Secret Rare is doing, honestly, a great job when it comes to macro right now. Getting that Serena super far ahead. Power swap lands onto Serena, but he gets out with a dropkick. Quite easily, and we finally have Tyranitar. Let's see if he's Ancient Power or Sand Tomb. But he's still just waiting. They're 5-man bot right now. Is he gonna jump in? And it's the Ancient Power. Looking for an engage now onto the Snorlax, but he has block. Azumarill Unite goes on to Blissey. And we have Dan dropping super low, but gets healed in the last second by Eldegoss. But he finally falls, so that's one down. Mime Unite hitting 3-4 characters, stunning them again. The upset is also, no, the confusion misses. The power shop lands, the confusion misses. They pick up 3 KOs. And MYS is now pushing forward towards the second goal as well, maybe. They still have 40 and 40 on Scyther and 40 on Mime. So they can try to push this maybe in Does Eldegoss have Unite move up? No, it doesn't. It's just gonna maybe die. No, they buys enough time. And now the jump pads are activated. They're getting stunned. Bliss Unite flies in onto Trenator, who's stomping the ground like a madman. Blissey is, Azumarill is stripping super low, gets finally taken down. But 3 are down on the side of MYS. Dodrio from the side, going into this fight and just cleaning up, getting a double KO for himself. MYS is overextending a bit too much right before the jump pads got activated, and Eldegoss buying enough time for the team to respawn and make it there. Regis gets stolen by Mew though. Also going into Unite with another Solar Beam, flies in. Boost auto take on Snorlax, does a decent amount of damage. But no one ends up dying. Nice secure by Foxy. Getting this Regis at least. And MYS still with a point lead now, 199 to 157. Trenator is level 11, so he is slowly getting to this match. And we currently have Dodrio on level 12, the highest level for Secret Rare. I feel like this Azumarill pick is just gonna hunt them. I really just don't like this Azumarill pick in any shape or form. Rebongs looking maybe for an Ancient Power. Runs around the block of Snorlax. Has to be careful because can always get blocked there. Nice Ancient Power lock up onto Eldegoss and Serena, also stunning with the Dark Pulse, and Azumarill is already dead. Taken down by Scyther. And now he's just like, how do they kill this Trenator? That's what I'm talking about. How are they gonna kill this Pokemon? I just don't see it. Double kill for Scyther. They did very good in early game, but it's just gonna be so difficult now. As soon as MYS runs around this 5, how are they gonna kill this Trenator? And Serena's still now only level 11 as well, so didn't gain too much experience in the last few minutes. Gonna score another 28 points. And Dodrio and Serena are just trying to score. But they're still behind. And points anyways. It is so difficult. 1 minute left for Rayquaza to spawn. Miva in bad position, but drop kicks across the wall. Makes it out alive. But there's Trenator on the other side. He doesn't make it out alive. Trenator's there. Trenator's everywhere now. Rebongs. Just running around the map. He is online. Officially. He's gonna get level 13 as well. So, level 13, 14, 15 Trenator is so hard to KO. It is so difficult. Thanks to his passive that gives him special defense and defense stats after using ability, it just becomes almost unkillable. Especially for low damage teams. 30 seconds. We have one more bot objective spawning, and MYS is going for it. I mean, they should. They still have a goal behind as well. So it's a very good fight for them to take. And it's a Registeel. Oh, that's wonderful for Scyther and Mew. Those Solar Beams are gonna just be doing absolute insane damage. Same for Scyther Unite. Mew also almost level 13. So these Solar Beams are gonna do crazy damage. And Trenator, of course, as well. I mean, it's good for everyone. It also means Blissey heals more. It also means Power Swap is healing more. So it's a insane objective for the last team fight. Both teams are kind of careful right now. Secret Rare has to do something. And MYS is just waiting for something to happen at this point. Looking for me those power swaps. Only one heavy slam onto Mime. That's not a priority target. Miva's on the flank. And eject button away from Mew. Serena was looking for an engage right here. And Mew just realizing, oh, I've been in a bad position right here. Gets away. The block is shoving 2 people away. I don't see how Secret Rare is going to teamfight this. Dodrio is already diving in. Mew Unite has been forced, and Mew is going to chase down this Dodrio, maybe getting a KO. And there's Trenator. He's just going to start something. You can see the shield is more than his entire HP bar. And they're going to be able to KO it. 4 people are down. For Secret Rare, 5 are down. They have no chance in these team fights. Absolutely no chance. And Trenator didn't even lose a single point of HP with Blissey as well. They just have no damage late game. No damage. That's exactly what we said in draft. This Trenator pick proves to be just absolutely insane. I mean, I think I could have picked almost any. Also, Venusaur would have done the same, I feel like. But yeah, Trenator obviously amazing when it comes to this. But I think they had a lot of options there, like a Delphox, a Trenator, what was the other thing I said? Venusaur could have all done the same thing, but Trenator also gives you more frontline, gives you some engage. I do like it. So well played by MYS in this match. Just outscaling them. Secret Rare, actually, I feel like they did a good job early game of just getting their Serena ahead. But the Serena just can't outdamage a Trenator late game, especially not with the Mr. Mime and a Blissey right next to the Pokemon. Diving in again, they're just going to score some more points. And they get exactly 2,900, 910, and some more points. Secret Rare, no chance in late game, getting aced again in their base. And it's gonna be game 2, so we head into match number 3. Wonderful, that's what we like to see, right? And now I see, let's see what drafting adjustments we see. That's always the interesting part through a series, to see how teams adjust their drafting after each game. So it's actually Tyranitar of Machamp, alright. Tyranitar against Delphox Ninetales. I mean, it's fine into Ninetales, I would assume. Delphox should be quite good into it. This time they have damage for the Tyranitar, right? And Tyranitar doesn't have that much. I mean, he still has healing. Pollen Puff and Power Swap is still decent healing. But yeah, I mean, I still would rather see a ranged carry in the end still. But that's okay. Let's see how they play this. Rebongs just believing the Tyranitar after last match. But this match just looks very different, right? It's not the same as last game, where he had a very nice team comp of the enemy team that was very friendly towards the Tyranitar. This time they also have a Delphox Unite. If Tyranitar lands in a Delphox Unite, it's hard to get out of it. Very, very difficult to just, you know, be part of it. Game number 3. Who's going to take the first victory in the SEA group? In the opening match between Secret Rare and MYS. Is it going to be Philippines or Malaysia? Secret Rare or Team MYS? I do like Secret Rare's team comp a bit more, for sure. But I don't think it's too one-sided when it comes to the team comps. We actually have a Mr. Mime invading right now. He's looking for the enemy jungle. Is he going to get something? No, I don't think so. Miva just taking the blue buff and sprinting over to right side now to maybe score a point. Has to be careful though. We have an Egg Slash right here, but he gets 8 in. He should be able to get out quite easily. Foxy's going to secure this NDD. And they should not let this cup view though. Score for free. And yes, they make it there in time. The Shadow Sneak is enough to get this last hit, and now Dan has to use XP to get away. And Miva's up and dropping quite low on this cup view. Jupiter's here, Rebongs, locking up Dan. The red buff is there, play to Dan. But Focus Bang gets procced. He gets locked up again. Can they actually go for him? They're diving very deep. The fake out is there. And they actually get first KO on bot. MYS with the Jupiter gank. That's why red buff is so strong as well. Red buff is just absolutely crazy. Slowing on every single basic attack. And even though Snorlax had Focus Band, he still goes down. Honestly, quite surprising. Top lane we have a Blissey, Ninetales both already evolved. MYS is still looking for the Eldegoss evolution. And now we have Rebongs going back into the jungle, trying to get to Tyranitar as fast as possible. Miva level 5 now, which means he has the big blow, aka he's going to get every single last hit on bot quite easily. Dives in again, he's going to try and score 18 points. Hasn't done it yet, because Mr. Mime is stopping as good as he can, defending this goal. And succeeds with it. Night Screen Confusion is going to get this last hit as well. Dan has no chance. Very good last hit Pokemon there. And we have 4 people mid lane right now. 4 MYS, and they just completely blow these Atarias into pieces. And they're looking for a top gank maybe as well now. Sure, only level 6, not level 7 yet. Doesn't have the Flame Charge unlocked. And they're looking for a dive on the goal. This is quite risky. He doesn't have White Guard yet. Why is he diving in? That is very questionable. Mystical Fire lands Flame Charge. Or Mystical Fire and he's there, but the Sacred Sword is enough to get him out alive. You can't dive into 4 people under a goal without having White Guard yet. That was very ambitious. But he does get out alive. His team is able to save him from this absolute misplay. And he gets out. Froggy is going to try to secure this last hit. Big Blow gets charged. Sadly couldn't make it in range. Now they're going to go for these Atarias. Another Sacred Sword. There's the evolution. He's going to pick up the White Guard. And now he can actually dive in and start being very annoying. There we go. Sacred Sword lands. Confusion as well. One more basic attack and the boost outtake is able to get this KO. Wonderful done. He had enough charged up to go for this KO into the Urshifu. And good KO by Foxy. Boost out attacks of Egg Slash. They do absolutely crazy damage. White Guard again, bidding up some more. Looking maybe for the Blissey. And there's 5 men doing this right now. MYS, who's going to go for this? It goes off to the Egg Slash as well. Gets it. And now 2 are dead, 3 are down for the side of Secret Rare. MYS having crazy early game now. We already have Tyranitar evolution as well now. Going in with the Ancient Power. Charging it up. And so far this Egg Slash is getting so much value done. They're going to look for some more as well. I mean, they have Tyranitar Unite. and Scyther. They want to dive this. They want to just completely obliterate Secret Rare right here. So like Spock is buying time. Scyther Unite goes very, very deep. And they completely destroy Eldegoss and Ninetales. Ninetales gets KO'd, but it's only one. Defox Unite's going to defend now. Foxy gets stuck in the wall. Have they tried too much? Foxy? The boost auto attacks of the shield form is keeping him alive. The Sacred Sword there. Boost auto attack. The Unite misses, but he keeps on diving. And finally gets taken down. And now Yang is also just in the enemy flux zone as an Eldegoss. And MYS trying a bit too much there. The Defox Unite is just so good at defending a goal as well. And they went so deep. And a bit of a throw by MYS here on bottom. I don't think it's too bad though. They still have a decent experience lead. Level 10 on Yimu on the Scyther, picking also up all these Atarias. 10.5. He is very, very strong right now. Urshifu though level 9. He hits level 9. Has to be careful though not to Unite move any full heal targets. You can full heal Urshifu Unite. That's like the biggest counter for it. Diving in again with the Sacred Sword. There's the Unite move on to Eldegoss. And Eldegoss gets blown into pieces. That's why Urshifu is just so insane. You can just pick out a target that doesn't have full heal and obliterate them instantly. But oh my god, this Aegis Slash. 3 go down for the side of Secret Rare. And Aegis Slash is not done yet. Keeps going for Miva as well. Next Sacred Sword could be the KO. But they're not going to go for it. Rebunks is going to score 40, a 21 overcap for the side of Team MYS. And this Aegis Slash is currently just completely ripping them to pieces. Same for the Scyther. Wonderful team fight by MYS. And 183 points to 73 now for MYS. They're just non-stop fighting the opponents. I like it. Not giving them any room to breathe. And now the Registeel is going to start being taken as well, which means Secret Rare has to defend this and can maybe look for a top push afterwards. They're going to kill this Regieleki. And we can see MYS maybe going for a bottom push as well again. They have Eldegoss, Tyranitar, Aegis Slash Unite. Tyranitar is defending top lane on its own. And he should be able to hold it quite easily with Mr. Mime around as well. So MYS is pushing down here, but Delphox, they know about it. Snorlax jumps in first. Delphox as well. They knock them up. Double heavy slam. Landing on 2 targets. Foxy's very deep now. And he gets Sacred Sword against the block. Wonderfully done by Dan. But Blissey also went down on the top side. They're going to score 12 and 25 and 14 points. After winning top. But nice block there by Snorlax. Denying the Sacred Sword. Taria is going down a mid. Scyther Unite goes on to Blissey. Oh, really? He just wants to kill this Blissey. Okay, man. He just goes for this Blissey. He just really wanted to get the support, apparently. Why not? I mean, it was probably the last time he could use his Unite move, so just get a free KO and move on with your life. Why not? I think it's reasonable. I don't think it's too much experience, but, you know, gets the Blissey play also into a bad mood. Esports and sports in general is all about mental, right? If you crush your opponent's mental, it can affect people, so it's a lot about your mental as well. Mental strength is very important in competitive games. He's just gonna score 14 points right here. I don't like this score at all. I don't think it makes any sense. Honestly, they should just keep, like, they're pretty far behind right now. They should just keep it for a score during Rayquaza or something, instead of just a 7 overcap. Of course, they open up bot lane a bit more. Maybe it's fine for the bottom Reggie, because it gives them an easier fight if they want to go for it. So maybe it's okay. Delphox level 30 now. Somehow Delphox is level 13. Highest level in the game. So Secret Rare experience-wise is actually quite close. Urshifu level 12. Ninetales level 12. So experience is very even. Super even. And MYS, oh no, my god, another steal. Registeel for Aegis Slash, Tyranitar, and Scyther. That is absolutely massive. They have to make sure they can control the Delphox. If Secret Rare can keep this Delphox alive, they have very good chances of winning. Which again, Scyther is very good at killing Delphox. But he does have a Blissey. Blissey just has to be ready for Delphox being dove by Scyther. He has to be ready for it. And you can see already him just being right next to Delphox. 222 points to 87, so Secret Rare has to do something. They need to be the ones engaging. But Dan has been showing it, right? Dan knows that he can find these Snorlax engages. He has shown it so far in the series. But this Heavy Slam only on Eldegoss, buying some time, but like now they have chance for ways to maybe engage. Ancient Power just gets charged and everyone is like, oh well, let's just get away from it. 135 left on the timer. And MYS is just chilling, they don't need to engage. And there we go, there's the Urshifu Unite onto Delphox, onto Eldegoss. I mean, Eldegoss just completely gets blown apart. That's where Urshifu is so strong at. Again, Eldegoss can't even use the Unite move, but Urshifu does die to the Sacred Sword. Then boosted auto attacks of Egger Slash. It's a 1-for-1 so far. Ninetales gets taken out by Trinita on the back. As well as MYS is still winning this, but Delphox is alive. The Ancient Power goes in. We still have Bliss, he's just hugging Delphox. But he's not getting the damage out. He's hitting Rayquaza right now. They're hitting Rayquaza instead of team fighting. Hypha's still alive on the MYS again now. They're gonna go for this Rayquaza. They don't have any Unites but Eldegoss left, and Eldegoss is gonna, I guess he's gonna get it. Delphox is not having the impact somehow. Not sure what happened in this team fight, but I really didn't see much damage coming out of this Delphox. Urshifu traded himself for Eldegoss, which I mean is fine, but then their Secret Visions completely fell apart in this team fight somehow. Had no chance. And now MYS 622 points. That should be enough. Look at Rebonks, he's very tanky. Alright, I mean we didn't see the left side of the team fight, so I'm not sure what happened. We pretty much saw Eldegoss dying, we saw Urshifu dying, and the camera didn't show us what happened on the other side, right? But MYS playing it smart. They were very calm, just going in out with the Ancient Power, charging it up, charging it, going back out again. And then they couldn't, I mean, they did find Eldegoss, but that was not enough. Scyther doing some more KOs up here, just murdering everything. And Malaysia takes the first win of the Asia Champions League in the Southeast Asia group. Congrats to them at 2-1. But for sure, very close games. Very close games against Secret Rare.